Welcome to Matera. We literally just arrived and this place has already blown our minds. Such
Amazing.
a beautiful town.
So this is our view from our terrace. We wanted to splurge a bit for the last 2 nights in Italy, so we got a really cool room here.
Even so, the value for money is still absolutely incredible. Let's do a quick room tour. Laura, why don't you do the honors and tell us what we have here?
Sure. So we have our own private terrace, which is huge. You have this little sitting room here and this lounge here. Really beautiful. So we can have breakfast here and do people watching and admire the whole scenery. As we go in, we have the living room. So this is a suite. You have a fireplace here, which I don't think we're gonna use. It's a beautiful couch. It's very posh. We have some treats here. Oh, we even have a wine decanter.
Perfect. I was wondering when we finally get one. So this is the dining table,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Look at that chandelier. Look at how tall the ceilings are.
I know, but this arch is just beautiful.
The bedroom is the most beautiful room in the whole place.
The caves in Matera are as old as 9,000 years. And this apartment has two such caves. They are called Sassi.
So the bedroom is magical.
There's no door in the bedroom.
There's no door, and it's just this exposed rock, stone, whatever. Have you seen anything like this before? And it's huge. Look at this bed. It's so beautiful.
Nightstands. I love this kind of
Mirror.
old mirrors
Yeah.
with the stained glass. And this is where you put your valuables. Instead of a safe, you have a treasure chest.
Now finally, let's see the bathroom, which is amazing again.
It's in a second cave.
It's in a second cave. This is the bathtub, which is, again, one of a kind. It's like a cave.
Yeah, like a
Like your
cave of
own
its own.
tiny cave here. And look at this, such beautiful colors.
Yeah, the tiles are beautiful. If you turn the water on, I think the water comes through that little,
Oh yeah, oh, that's cool.
like a little waterfall situation.
That's cool.
Now, for anyone who's ever been to Italy, you guys know that between lunch and dinner, most restaurants are closed. It's already 2 p.m., so let's see if we can still find
Yeah.
something open. Found a good restaurant. We'll go grab lunch there, hopefully with a bit of a view, and can't wait to discover more of Matera. First couple of observations about Matera. One, coming with suitcases on wheels is a terrible idea, which is exactly what we did.
Especially 4.
Yeah, we have 2 large ones, 2 medium-sized ones, all of them on wheels. And the second thing is make sure you do your research for parking. We parked the car where our hotel owner told us we should. And it's a really cool place, really safe, but it's also very expensive. So we're paying 25 euros per day for parking there. So I'm sure if you try and find another place somewhere else, it'll definitely be more affordable. So they just told us that that is sweet onion from a village neighboring Matera called Acqua Viva. And they make this incredible onion that is preserved in such a way that it tastes sweet.
These tomatoes are the best tomatoes I've had in my life. I don't know, it's so good. The best salad I've had, I think, ever. It's amazing.
So here we got a bruschetta with stracciatella and truffle. Is it heaven? If you don't like it, I'll eat it. Laura decided we should burn the calories from our lunch, so we're climbing all the way up the hill to find a place for a piercing. The recurring story from Lecce happens again now.
We are next to one of the main attractions of Matera, which is this Duomo behind us. This Duomo is 800 years old.
As you can see next to Laura's head, the Duomo has on its facade this 16-spoke rose window, which symbolizes the wheel of life. And right behind us, you can see a tree of life.
Which is an olive tree, and I'm guessing it makes sense because olive trees are very important to this area.
Yeah, and they live for such a long time.
Yeah.
And there's multiple of these trees of life around Matera. We've already seen quite a few.
Along Puglia as well, I've seen some.
Oh, really? It's just an incredible vibe over here. Not only the view, which is outstanding, out of this world. There's this guy playing the accordion, and it makes it for such a magical, surreal experience.
Yeah, and the sun is shining, the temperature is perfect.
And Laura has some amazing news.
Finally, I managed to book a piercing slot for tomorrow, and I managed to convince Horia to get one as well.
Yeah, somehow I was brought into this whole situation.
I never expected this view, honestly.
We left Puglia. We had an amazing time there. We explored most of that area. And now we went into a neighboring region called Basilicata. And Matera is in that region. It's still very close to Bari, so we'll be able to easily get back to the airport and back home. Matera is an incredible town full of history. Some of the first records of people living here go back 9,000 years, back in the Paleolithic times. That is the Stone Age. It's crazy. And as you've seen, our suite here has 2 caves. This entire old town is full of some of these caves. And people actually used to live in these caves. That's why they were built.
Until very recently as well.
Oh yeah, like these caves were inhabited up until, I think, the 1950s. In the 30s, this town was, for lack of a better word, a dump. It was in a very, very bad state. It was very poor hygiene. It was almost abandoned because of this. And then over the years, they started investing money into developing it, and now it's become one of the best destinations in Italy.
Even Hollywood found this town to be really remarkable, and 2 major films were filmed here. James Bond, the last James Bond.
Was it the last one?
I think the last one with Daniel Craig. And also Passions of the Christ was filmed here.
Yeah.
So it's really an iconic town.
We got a dinner reservation in just over an hour, but we're gonna leave early and discover more of the town.
The town looks incredible at night. Also, the temperature difference between day and night in Matera is really high. It's super, super cold now. I don't have enough layers.
Hanging around after last orders, we're still so far from home. It's like we're
We are at Birrificio 79, one of the best rated beer houses in Matera.
just a fire burns a cold world. As the days keep rolling on, we're living in hell again. But I still hold you in my heart when these days have been and gone. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Portions are fairly small, dishes are delicious, prices are good, but the setting is one of the most beautiful ones we've had in a restaurant.
The weight of the world on your shoulders, always ending up the same.
It's the middle of the night. I just wanted to show you how quiet this town is at night. You could literally have a conversation with someone on the other side of Old Town right now.
So we got 2 cornetto, one with pistachio, which almost burned my hand off. It was straight from the oven. And then this one with chocolate, a very typical Italian breakfast. And 2 coffees.
Okay, that's all done.
It was worse than I thought it would be. Ah, this is even worse. It hurts more than a tattoo. For sake.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it does.
Why am I doing this? We found this really cool plateau.
Yeah, it's a really cool viewpoint.
I don't know what this is. It looks like you're on the moon.
Yeah.
If there's one thing about Matera, it looks like nothing else I've ever seen before. It looks like something from the movie Dune or something.
Do you want to share any thoughts on your piercing experience?
Thoughts on my piercing experience. It hurt way more than I thought it would. I highly recommend tattoos instead.
I don't think it hurt really bad for me. Belly button one was kind of a bit more annoying. And I didn't take into account that I would walk on so many steps today. And I always...
You're feeling it?
Yeah, I'm feeling like every step I take, I'm feeling it. But I'm glad we did it.
I know you're glad we did it. Okay, we got a few churches inside some caves to see. They're all really close by here. Next to this viewpoint that we are at right now, there is a grotto that you can pay to visit. It's sort of a museum, and it shows you the way people used to live here back in the day, all the way up to the 50s.
Also, it's another cool viewpoint for the caves.
Yeah, you can see the caves, and you can see that suspended bridge down there at the bottom.
Yeah, so I guess it's a really nice hike to go and visit the caves.
Well, if you see, the hike goes all the way up to there, and then all the way up again.
I've seen this before somewhere, but I'm not sure what it is.
What about the mini iron?
Oh my god, that's cute. I think you put it on the stove and it gets hot. This is the tallest bed I've ever seen. I think I would need a ladder for this one.
You got a stool.
Oh, okay. And I'm guessing they used to sleep with horses and pigeons.
Used to sleep with the horses.
What is the word inside?
They used to sleep with the horses. That sounds so bad.
No, like in the room.
These are the last
Inhabitants.
of this house.
They're very dapper.
Look, and this is where the baby sleeps. You think the pigeons got along with the horses?
I'm sure they did.
They do provide you with a QR code with the audio guide, but we don't have the AirPods with us.
And we don't have the capacity of listening and also live commenting on everything.
Yes, that is far more interesting.
Oh.
Hey, it's just us.
Is this the...
This is a church.
Oh, okay.
So for the €5 that you pay, you get entrance in the actual Casa Grotto. You get to see all those rooms and an audio guide. You get I think it's about a half an hour documentary about Matera. And you get access to this old church. It's good value for money.
Yeah, good value for money. Also, we found out from the documentary that those are the oldest settlements, so the oldest caves ever since humans inhabited this area, and then this is the newer part where we are
Yeah,
now.
where we're staying.
This is the most fascinating place I've ever been to. Are only men allowed?
Yeah.
I'll stay here then.
Or women who are wearing pants.
Okay.
Nobody,
Cool then.
Nobody in dresses.
So we wanted to visit this church, but sadly photos and videos aren't allowed. Even if you don't want to visit the churches, this is a beautiful, beautiful viewpoint. You have a really, really wide panoramic view of the town.
From this part of Matera, from this hilltop here next to this church, you get views from either side. You get the Sassi behind us, which is all these caves that are sort of done up with restaurants, and we're staying as well. And the opposite side, which is across the hill with all the really old settlements.
We are gonna try and find a spot for some drinks or a coffee really, really close by. It also offers really, really nice views, and it's in a cave as well. So let's see if we can find some space.
Having an Aperol Spritz with this view for, what, €6?
And this cool setup.
In a prehistoric settlement. Partially mildly lost, but it's fine. Everything's pretty, so it's all good. So the road that took us to our lunch place is closed. They were repairing it, so we had to make a little detour, and
It wasn't little.
we keep detouring further and further and further because we keep finding these amazing places, honestly.
So many spots.
I feel like one of the main activities in Matera, and I know this may sound very cringy and everyone says it, is just literally get lost on these streets because you cannot do any wrong. Everything is gorgeous. I mean, look at this site behind us. We just came from that square actually just now. Side note, Matera, getting accommodation in the Sassi here in these caves is not extremely affordable. However, you can get really affordable and really high quality accommodation in the new town.
And really nearby the
Oh,
old
like
town.
within minutes.
Yeah.
So personally, because it's our first time here, I'm super happy we did this. But if we come again, or
Yeah.
when we come again,
Yeah.
I'd be more than happy to get accommodation in the new town.
Yeah. And just
Because,
walk everywhere.
yeah, why not pay half the price or even a third of the price
Yeah.
for more space,
Yeah, and still get to enjoy the old town.
but without just the cave?
Oh, hello.
Hello, sir. We stopped at Cime di Rapa for some street food, and by street food, another pucha, another day, another pucha, which is this sort of a bun with all kind of Italian goodies inside. In the meantime, we've got a beer and a glass of wine. We're just gonna chill here for the next couple of minutes and then head home.
2 hours later, we're going at a deli to buy something for dinner, like just a small dinner, because we ate quite a lot.
Some nibbles at home.
Some nibbles at home.
And we might stop somewhere to do some people watching, maybe.
Yeah.
Because it's still early.
Yeah, it's still quite
really early. It's
early.
not even dark yet. Then we're gonna go back home and we gotta pack. you know, do all the adult stuff, sadly. Honestly, if I was to redo this whole trip, the only thing I would change, I would make somehow room for one extra night in Matera. The lady there was not in the mood for any jokes.
She was not having it.
She was genuinely not having it. But saying that, the place looked great. It had really high quality stuff. And we bought a whole ton of food, way more than we will need for this evening. And we only paid about 20 euros for everything. So a family of 4 could easily eat from what we bought. So 20 euros, that is actually not bad. I would probably think maybe about 10, 15 euros would have sufficed for us too. So we are carrying our supplies with us to a very, very close local bar next to where we're staying. So we're just gonna hang out there for a little while and then go back home and enjoy our loot.
Yes.
I got a craft beer from Matera. Laura's got a Negroni. We're gonna chill here for a moment. It's really, really beautiful. Lovely.
Just wanted some love.
So for technical reasons, dinner will happen indoors today.
It's super cold outside.
We have 2 different breads. We got this one, which is like a homemade sliced bread. Over here we have...
Scamorza.
This is the scamorza. We got
Olives.
some olives. The stracciatella. That is a cheese that is spreadable. That is caciocavallo, which is basically like idam. Like, salami from the region here, from Puglia. And some mortadella, which obviously mortadella comes from Bologna.
And we have full set of cutlery, which is literally 2 spoons, 2 teaspoons.
I will dive right into this. We left Matera this morning and we drove about 20 minutes outside of the town into a neighboring town called Altamura. This is also a very, very old town. They discovered in a cave just outside of Altamura one of the oldest skeletons, very well preserved, of a Neanderthal, which is 130,000 years old. They also found in a different cave about 4,000 dinosaur footprints. We're trying to visit a baker right now and see if I can sample the local bread, which is called pane di Altamura, which is probably one of the most famous things that come out of this town.
Only now, it's all you trust. Right now, you jump the gun. Like the last time.
I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to be eating this, but I will sample it. This is the famous local pane di Altamura. It's a very good bread. We weren't going to buy any focaccia or anything like that, but they had this very, very cool old school oven in there. And they kept removing really freshly baked focaccias from in there. So naturally, very good. This is a very old bakery here. It says that it was opened in the 1400s, 600-year-old oven, which is probably what we just witnessed actually. Delicious stuff they have in here and very, very affordable. All this focaccia, all this bread that we got, my coffee and Laura's glass of wine, this whole thing was 9 euros. We've just left bakery. That was probably one of the best focaccias I've ever had.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be so good. Remember in Bari when we stood at that large queue like for 40 minutes?
Yeah,
Like
and
it was such a hype for that focaccia. I think
and it was very good.
it was very good, but I think this one was actually better, and this one wasn't even warm.
We were about to leave, and I thought to myself, maybe we should buy some more focaccia to go. I'm not sure where exactly we'll eat it.
Because we are planning to go to our favorite pizza place in Bari again. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of
maybe
bread.
on the plane, maybe in London.
Yeah.
I bought 2 different kinds of focaccias. One which is the same, but not just with tomatoes, with onions as well. Then I bought a second piece, sort of like a focaccia sandwich. So it was like baked on both sides. And inside it has mozzarella and spicy salami.
Oh my god. This is the lowest arch in Europe. I think it's for my size.
I mean, back then people were shorter anyway.
That's cute. We hope we inspired you to travel to Matera because it's such a magical place.
We're heading back to Bari and then to London home. In case you haven't already, please like this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and we'll definitely see you in our next video.